Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and I've done lots of videos about first and second round interviews. I want to do today, a video about final interviews. Now, final interviews in many respects are very easy, and there's a certain amount of pressure because you know you're competing with someone else. Despite being told you're meeting the director, you're meeting the SVP, this is a formality. This is not a formality because I can't tell you the number of times people have said stupid things on interviews at the final interview and cost themselves opportunities. So the first thing I want to remind you of is this is not a formality. This is a real interview where you can screw things up and you need to win it. So the two basic things I encourage people to do is number one, relax, be a leader in the meeting. Be self-confident. It's all about attitude because my philosophy is one of the things that firms are looking for is someone who can inspire confidence that they're a solution. And that's really about how you carry yourself and how you present yourself and your ideas. So that's your presence. So that's tip number one. Actually, it's three tips as I think about it. Tip number two is tell your story so that they're congruent with what you've said the first two times you've been there. That should go without saying, but again, it has to be said. And the final thing, more than anything, is having some good questions to ask. Now, you're meeting someone a level up from your boss. And think of it this way. They don't want to ever hear your name except if it's review time. Because if they hear your name other than that, normally it's because you screwed up and there's a problem. So your job is to do nothing that's going to screw up, and if anything, inspire. And a lot of that comes with intelligent questions. So one question to ask when he or she says, "So do you have any questions for me?" What will you expect me to do over the first 90 days when I get on board? What problems will I need to address? What can I take off of everyone's plate that's going to allow me to hit the ground running? And normally they'll talk with you about what their expectations are as you join. It's really a time where you want to hear them talk about getting settled into the environment and getting acclimated to working with the people there and a couple of basic tasks. Now here's the big one. I mentioned this in previous videos, but this is the perfect time to again ask it. So it's review time. It's a year from now, 6 months from now, whenever it is the organization said that they're going to be doing reviews. And I haven't just done a good job. I've done a spectacular job. As a matter of fact, the job I've done is amongst the best that you've ever seen. What would I have accomplished during that year that would cause you to write such a review? Now, this does a couple of things. Number one is it gives you an idea as to whether or not they're going to be realistic with you. Because these are going to be performance measures that they're going to use to assess you and whether you're extraordinary or just average. The second thing it does is gets them thinking that you're thinking about being extraordinary, which is a subtle thing in terms of competing with other individuals who basically will say things like, "No, tell me about the job. I want to know about the job." And you've already heard it at least once or twice before. They're not going to say anything different. So if anything, that's too boring a question. But talking about what you might have accomplished during the first year you're on board that would cause them to write a review that you're the best person they've ever seen in this role or amongst the best goes a long way toward helping you stand out. Again, attitude, preparation, great questions. That's how you win a final interview. I'm Jeff Altman. Hope you found this helpful. Come over to thebiggamehunter.us and go exploring because there's a lot more information there that you can watch, listen to, or read to help you land your next job more quickly. I can't help you with skills, but I can help you with how you package your skills in ways that allow you to present yourself effectively. Also want to mention while you're there, I've got Actually, let me back up for a second. I also want to encourage you that if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send me a connection request at linkedin.com/IN/the big game hunter. I accept connection requests from people worldwide, except if you're a third-party recruiter or in a country known for scams or spam. Now, finally, if you have some questions about job hunting, depending upon the amount of time that you're going to need from me, I have a couple of different ways that you can contact me with your questions. If you don't think it's going to take a lot of time, reach me through prestoexperts.com. So the best link for that is bit.ly, bit.ly/prestoexperts, all in lowercase. Then there's clarity.fm. I'm also listed there. And these are both if you're not going to spend a lot of time. If you think you're going to spend a half hour with me, I have some flat rate work where you can book it at my website. And again, the site is thebiggamehunter.us. I'm Jeff Altman. Hope you have a great day.